Hello, this is Vulturefire, and it's time for more Monster Train 2. So, it's been a while since I recorded one of these. There's no comments on any of them, but I have a couple of views on all of them, so somebody's probably watching them. So this is for you, whoever it is. Looking at my logbook, I am deciding who I want. I already rolled my wheel. I'm trying to get all the combos still. I have cleared out quite a few. I'm currently working my way through, kind of focusing on keeping all the champions roughly the same number of wins per champion, and kind of knocking out the Monster Train 1 combos. This time around I'm going to be doing Ardoon. And we're going to do Ardoon plus Umbra, because I'm trying to get the ones I think are going to be harder, and I think I'm not a huge fan of Umbra. So we're going to do Ardoon plus Umbra. I think we may actually go Plink, because having a damage spell is very useful for Luna. And then it's like the one time that that Plink is actually a consideration. We're just going to go with a random Pyro Heart, and we will see how this goes. Alright, okay, so Heart of the Pact, not bad. It's easy to get the Luna card, because these are 0 cost. You also have Mega Morsels, not bad. Crucible Warden will be good, at least in the early rings. I know there are people who are huge believers of these. I don't know that I am. Morsel Miner, though, is good for feeding it, especially because like the Blinks, we can't rely on the Blinks to actually get kills, even with the Conduit, although obviously the Moon Pixies could help with that. So here's the first choice, of course. The one nice thing about the Crucible Warden is I think we can kind of rely on that to hold the line in Relentless, hopefully. And I do like just having the huge hit for killing tanks. I do like the survivability on this one, but I think I'm going to go with this to start with, and we will just see if we can make it work. This is still so useless. We'll take the extra upgrade slot. It may or may not end up being relevant. I've taken Lightstone Case a bunch of times, and I'd say roughly half the time it ends up not mattering, but having the option is always nice. We put Ardoon here. The question is, do we leave up spots for the Moon Pixies, or do we fill them in? Because you manage to like putting this here, is like then we have more shots with 60 damage, but I think because you should be able to handle things, you're going to leave up spots for the Moon Pixies, especially because Moon Pixies are going to make this Mage Blade much, much better. And also makes as mentioned Plink, of course, every time. Always going to miss. And we don't need to be in Moon Stance, fortunately, so we can just stack a little bit of that. And it would be really nice to get some morsels there, but that is like why Plink will never not be the worst starter card. Question is, do we... I think we probably do just take one here to get this out. Ordering there's a little awkward. I think we're going to just start stacking those. Maybe we do want... No, we do want to keep getting Conduit here, I think. It's a little unfortunate our damage on the back ones is low, and there's no way to get to buff the back ones because morsels only buff the front one. Alright, so we'll do this first. This is guaranteed to kill both of them at least. Get to do that. And yeah, having these relatively powerful morsel hits is really nice. Or not morsel hits, whatever hits. You can do this together hit, that's probably just give us lethal on this floor. Yeah, because we just get 2 of these massive 123 damage hits. And that is just going to be it. And we have this up top if we needed it, because we could have fed another morsel in, and that would have given us 4 damage shield, which would have guaranteed at least 4 hits. Or sorry, we would have had 3 damage shield because this is getting eaten. But absolute minimum, we would have had probably actually, we were guaranteed to draw the making of morsels. So we would have had at least 140 more than that. So yeah, we were easily doing this. Which is good. That ring 2 should also be hopefully pretty locked in. We got pretty lucky in drawing the Conduit fairies early. I think that goes worse if we don't find them quickly. Faceless Blessing, I think, is just generally very good. It is great with defense if we have any conduit. We have some conduit. Space Prism. In Monster Terrain 1, I would basically always take a Space Prism because you never know when you'll need it. But I found that with the deployment changes, I am more prone to building multiple floors and less prone to just like using Space Prism. So I think we're going to take the Entumbro Assault because I think that does go well with what we've got going on. It gives us another damage belt we can actually target, which is nice. Between these two, we do have the Lysone casing. The problem is, double stack is useless to us. I'm not super excited about, like, I would minus 1 cost and spell chain the Faceless Blessing, but I don't think that's super exciting. Holding over a Moon Ritual is okay because that just like guarantees we can force Shadow Stance, but because we already have that ability, I don't think that's super valuable. I think we're just going to go over here. I would love to see a Luna Coven banner to go with our Dune. Dualism, I could just go like Dualism Multi-Strike on the Crucible Warden, and there's a non-zero chance I just do that, and we do just try and build around it. It's kind of exactly what I wanted to see. It takes up the space on the floor that's going to go towards our fairies, but it scales, and it can be very good. We're going to play 3 floors for a bit. For now, though, we are going to set this guy up for success. We can put the multi-strike here. That is the question, like which one? You're going to grow faster, you're probably going to do bigger hits. Or sorry, you're going to do bigger hits, but you are going to be holding the line. I think we buff you. For now, I don't think we put anything into the other one. We are absolutely going to catch Trains 2 though, because we just cannot. We're going to have 0 room on any floor for it. Alright. Once again on the Trash Gremlin. No, we didn't have Trash Gremlins last time, did we? I can't remember if we had them, we just killed them, or if we just didn't have them. I think we have. Anyway, we can take -1 draw, that's the point. The spikes are kind of annoying because they are going to eat through our damage shield twice as fast, but we're getting damage shield twice as quick, so it kind of balances out. Question is, do we put both of these on the bottom floor? That does mean that we cannot fit in fairies if we do both on the bottom floor, which I think is enough reason to not do that. And the question is, who do we play the fairies with? I think we play the fairies with the Shade Guard so that we can get our kills going on bottom floor, although we do kind of want to do this on Ardoon. Plink being Plink. Every day of the week. We do now need to be careful and try and end in New Moon as much as possible, because we do want to, we don't have the room that would grow this regardless, so we want to make sure that we are growing our friendo. We hit one of them. We did not hit that guy, which is unfortunate. We can at least kill that, and we can't... Oh no, because there's no room on that floor. We need to make sure we feed you. I think we just feed them all to you. Get all those damage shields. Because, like I said, the boss having a double strike, or not double strike, having spikes means that we'll eat up a lot of our stuff. Put that down here. Hey, we actually hit it. I guess we do kind of counteract the draw with the Heart of the Pack. Could do this to... Could snipe that to take care of it, or to save the damage shield, but this will accomplish the same thing while also saving health on you. And we're just going to keep feeding you, so you will be ready to go. Alright. Maybe we put one of these up here. There's not really much point in sacrificing it down here. Yeah, you're already doing an okay amount of damage. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to snipe that right now. We do want to end the turn actually in full moon, because we want you to be able to be in new moon next turn. Although I guess no, because you're gonna be able to do Shadowcast next turn anyway, so it does not matter. And we and we only going to have one more turn, so the Shadowcast can use it or lose it. Shade Guard kind of got unlucky with the distribution of those, but 200 damage off of just that. I do want to Plink, but I think we are fine. And this way we just get to get rid of that Calcified Ember, so we don't have to deal with it. And you are absolutely going to kill up top, because we can now reduce that guy down to only needing 2 hits, and we have 14 damage shield. So yeah, easily nailed it. Oh, got down to 1 hit actually, because of the Plink. I need to remember I can put down the morsels first to get more. Oh no, because I got the plank. I got the morsel off the plank. Yeah. Checking which one of these is. I think I'd probably take the Star Suck regardless. I think having days is just so insanely good in Monster Train 2 that I'm just always taking a days card if it's offered. Prismal does several good options here. Packed morsels will guarantee us morsel access. Will give us even more guaranteed morsel access for our guy. It does look like we are building around the Crucible Warden at this point. So I think I do take that. It does give us another one of the stupid embers, but we can deal with that. We have one unit that we could easily put more stuff on. We don't have a ton of money. We could get a new moon room. That would be very good. And would give us health to get us up to full pyre health. So far we haven't taken any pyre damage though. We are fighting pushback Archeon, which I think should be fine. Main risk there is that it could endanger our fairies. But we don't need the fairies, so it should be okay. I should have checked this earlier. We will need a plan for spike scale, which going to the room store could also help us with that. I'd really like to get like a Smidge Stone or a Titanite or a multi-strike, any of those for our guy. I think we come over here and also like we may or may not end up taking that Luna COVID banner. I think it would take. Please hold. Luna COVID units. So I don't think I would take an Astrologer. I don't think we're not an Astrologer deck. I probably would take an Ethereal Sealy. Just like it's a fairy basically. It would do the fairy thing for us. That's not a banner unit. I would take a Lunar Priestess that just like I'm lazy and that makes it way easier. The other thing is like we can fit a 1-pip unit behind the Warden pretty easily. I would not take a Silent Sentinel. That's just overlapping the Shade Guard. Wouldn't take a Selene Acolyte. So we get offered like Silent Sentinel, Selene Acolyte, or like fucking Nightingale. I think Nightingale is just one of the shittiest units in the game. Like, look at this, look at this shit, look at this shit. Like the Stealth 2, who gives a fuck? I'm not replaying it. It can't get the stealth back. It only has New Moon if you can set it up. And like, have you met my good friend Horned Warrior? Horned Warrior is just a 15x2 8 multi-strike 1. The only thing this like this didn't even get the buff to 8 health that the Horned Warrior got. I think this unit is so bad. I think this unit is garbage toilets, and I don't get it. I feel like there's some joke I'm missing with the stealth where you could refresh it. But there's only one other card in the clan that gives stealth. Anyway, I would take a Scrivener. I would take a Moon Guard. I think those are cool, but they're rare, so we probably won't see one. The other rare unit is the Ethereal Sealy. So we're already over here, so I don't know why I am spinning off something. So yeah, we can go like we can't get both even if we skip. Unfortunately, we can get at least a Titan Stone, which would be nice. Hey, sure, we'll take it. Tuck that up behind our friendo up top. I think we value the Titanite more, so that you can act as a bulwark for Ardoon, who is going to just be a single heavy hit. And we can't afford the multi-strike, but that's okay. Are we going to hit another Merchant of Steel? I think regardless, I'm probably going to put health on. This one's pretty good, because it's next to an Imperial Well, it's next to Pyre Health, and I like both of those things. Probably not hitting that one. Or no, we probably are, because I pretty much always, regardless of what my plan is, end up needing Pyre Health in Ring 8. Usually because I made a bad choice in Ring 7 with how to play it. So we should do that before we go to the Celestial Alcove? No, because we're not putting the last upgrade on something. We're only going to be putting on 20 health. And I don't think having 75 gold is going to make a difference, but... Okay. Huh. It's going to go on the Sealy, I think. Well, no, we could also do this on you. I don't hate that. Benevolence, also I have found to be pretty good. It's just like a thing to have. I don't hate that on this guy. Although if we're doing that, we actually probably should just go Courage. They have this thing cooldown. Like the question is like how often we're not fighting. If we're fighting corruption, I think this would be more valuable. I think this actually does make sense to just like turn the Shade Guard into a dedicated tank for Ardoon. That seems okay. Take the health, throw the health on the Sealy, just in case. You never know. And then away we go. Would have been really nice if we could have gotten the multi-strike and the Titanite and the ability, but can't always get what you want and all that. Alright, so at this point I believe we are pretty much committed to running. Well, the thing is, right, that jerk is going to push us around. Well, he will. So I think we put you here, so you can just go ahead and get pushed back. And it's not great for Arduin to end up in front. I don't think it. I think we should be fine. And then throw you there to bait Archeon. And then we can just get... We only have room for one morsel now, but that's fine. I think we just take the Ember. I may as well feed you. And we are going to... It's a little awkward having the CLE on a different port from Arduin, because Arduin has Mage Blade. That's probably not the most clever play. I'll sacrifice you. Yeah, New Moon Rune would be probably pretty good. We can just base you so you're not pushing back. Go into New Moon so we get a kill. And yeah, we're fine taking 1 Pyre health damage to keep scaling. No point sacrificing your damage shield there. Switch back there. Alright, well, I maybe should have done that one instead. I don't really need it. We have this still, so. Well, I should have been paying more attention up there. I don't know that I could have done anything though since the Plink mess. Well, that's fine. We don't need the CLE. We do have some. We have a good amount of damage shield on you, so it should be okay. Although at this point, we'd actually rather the CLE die. Getting rid of the blights is nice. Okay. So we are in New Moon. Thinking through what we do here. Don't even can't. Whatever. Just gonna feed you. Oh, you're already dying. We don't actually need to do anything. Titan is so good. You only 17 damage, I think that was, for the whole fight. Yeah. They get armor based on how much I healed, and I only usually heal 17. Guess this is a pretty low damage fight. Man, Furnace Tap. Furnace Tap is the sort of, like, Umberstone isn't bad, but I feel like Furnace Tap is the sort of card where you just kind of take it. You just assume you'll find a use for it and you take it. Because Multi-Strike is just that valuable. I don't think... We could go Capacity. I hate going Capacity. We could go, like... Take Capacity, we play... Let's move the CLE onto the same floor as Arduin. Let's just play the Morsel Master with whoever and still get 2 morsels out. Do we have enough? The problem is, thinking about Ember. Because we only have 4 Ember, which we are already spending all of, so we can't fit in the Morsel Master without also getting Ember, which is the problem. And it gives us a fucking calcified Ember. I think we don't. I think we just skip. I think we just go plus Ember. Which also means it's just like the downside of whatever is lower. Okay, so I think I undervalue Merchant of Trinkets a little bit. Over here, like the Ember Banner is likely worthless. The gold is useful, makes Merchant Magic better. What upgrades are we looking for? Permafrost and the Furnace Tap wouldn't be bad. Consumer move here would be good. Double stack. Do we have a double stack target? Double stack. We double stack this. I like that. We have a holdover target. I think we have targets for like every major magic upgrade, so we're gonna go over here. I don't know that I care about intrinsic, but everything. Well, no, I'm still intrinsic the Daze card. I think we're probably just gonna go all the way here. Could go with the Slay and pick up and start getting Conduit going to work with the Mage Blade. I should have checked if we had holdover first. Because we can consistently stick New Moon. Let's just assume we can consistently stick New Moon. No. Not taking either of those. Do I do that? Yeah, I can still reroll if I do that. We do that. I don't think we do that. Just because I think we're going to be tight on money here. I can remove Consume on that. Or I can intrinsic. I think we remove Consume here. Forgot that we have the extra upgrades, which kind of makes the Merchant of Magic more valuable. I think we -1 cost. Could be the Phase Blessing, just to ensure we can always get that shield out, or it could be like the Making of a Morsel. Oh, sorry, the Morsel Miner. Trying to think, like, if we are Furnace tapped, I think Phase Blessing is the one that we're most likely to just need to be able to play while Furnace tapped. Although the nice thing about Furnace tap is because it's only one shot of the Ember Drain, it's pretty easy to find a way around it. We're going to have to deal with Corruption here, but hopefully this guy's Incredible Bulk will be up to the task. Get into New Moon. Right, the Titanite. And we only had the one conduit, so it wasn't enough damage. Should have played the other one. No, that's right. I don't care about our Doom, but I do care about this one. Yeah. So you can get fed. Should have considered keeping in New Moon for this. Don't really have anywhere for you. Yeah. Got Heart Attack, so it goes to the draw, which is nice. I am perpetually going to forget about that. This is still only 4 damage. But it only goes up to... It's not going to go up high enough even if we use both. May as well do it. We missed there. That was just like... That's reasonable. Like, the odds of hitting that weren't amazing. Do this... I should do that, I guess. Maybe we do end up taking capacity. I forgot we had the heart of the pack. That makes it easier to justify taking plus capacity. We don't need the life steal. Let's see that. There's still not to these being useful. It is very convenient though that like we have so far kept corruption off of our guy at the top. This is finally able to kill that. And we nailed it. Can also have Plinked up here, but it's fine. May as well kill that. Well, it doesn't actually change how much damage we take. Kill that. I think we're just gonna swap stances up here. Get you out of the deck. Just so that we can get extra conduit. And yeah, you are... Oh wow, you are dying when we have... Yeah, because the sap is so much weaker against the back one. And then we just have all that for shield. Yeah, a New Moon room would be amazing. I should probably try and prioritize merchant farms. See if I can find one. Assuming I don't just like roll one naturally here. I don't actually remember what that card is called. I just call it New Moon Room. Eclipse Chamber. That's the card. Talking about the card makes the card appear. Lunar Cycle Staff would also be good. And Cover of Night is also okay. But I think we just take the Eclipse Chamber. If fighting Server of Corruption, I'd probably consider the Cover of Night more heavily. Because dodging the double corruption is really nice. But I think we just work with that. And that will mean that we don't have to worry about ending in certain stances anymore. I am going to take... I don't think we need any of this. I don't think any of this is useful to us. Or, well, Gym Trove's fine. I don't want to overrate or underrate Gym Trove. And yeah, I think, well, we got the new moon room, so we could make it deployable. We do have enough Ember that we can easily play that. We don't care about that, but it is a free artifact. We don't have that much money for the Merchant of Magic. Are we gonna hit another Merchant of Magic even? That one is a maybe. That one is a probably not. We still need to find Pyramanes at some point. I think we go over here. Oh, see? I told you we'd make it deployable. I do like that. We don't need it anymore, though. But it doesn't hurt us. We can just throw it on middle floor. Mage Fleet's good. I think if we want Planetarium, could we like make one of them deployable and the other one? The problem is we kind of want them both on the same floor. The Planetarium and the other thing we both want on the same floor. The Overgrowth Carapace we don't really have a use for. I think. Let me think. We have. Right now we can deploy. No, we took whatever. About terms of like making things. Oh, we were. That's it. It was. I was going to cut something. I was going to cut one of these Spear Stewards. Should probably cut both Spear Stewards at some point, but I think we may take removal. Right. Sorry, plorps are happening. I take removal. In a later ring. There's no point in re-rolling. We don't have other equipment to murder. Actually, thinking like, do I want to make the Mage Blade deployable? So I guess it's like we don't know which other artifacts we're going to see. If we do see the artifact that gives us whatever, I think we do actually do this. Okay, so I'm going to put the Moonlight Glaive on our top floor, which I think is probably where it ends up. We are going to want... I think we can deal with this. Our bottom floor is incredibly tanky. Put you up top. Put you there. And we do that. We get extra conduit from you. So they're kind of undefended right now, but it's fine. It will be fine. It will probably not be fine. And yeah, because the problem is like you don't do a ton of damage to the backline yet. And we don't have any conduit down there yet. Let's feed you the health. And feed you the other stuff. Playing these doesn't do anything, unfortunately. And we had the incant guy on the bottom floor. I might have used some of these down here. I guess you guys live here. Actually, I maybe should have done that here. Yeah, I definitely should have done that here. You have the ability that full heals you anyway. Go ahead and steal you. Awkward. Right, we don't have the sword for you yet. Unfortunately, because 93, yeah, if we don't do this, we do take 2 hits, and those are pretty meaty hits, so I think we have to just, unfortunately, give up on that. And also save us some damage shield. This is a case where like having double stack that would have been nice. Play one point something like I played that turn very poorly, which is this is the sort of thing why I always end up needing fire health. But you here. Oh right, we have that is the other reason everything's dying. Get killed anyway. We don't really need the extra whatever's. Are you dying? Nope. Yeah, we can easily kill anything here. Damage shields on you guys. That eats 2 hits. I guess we can just like eat the hits here and save our guys. There's no reason not to. And then that kills those, which preserves damage shields. Yeah, our actual damage output is not as high as I would like it to be right now. We have like the bottom floor is doing pretty. I shouldn't have played bottom floor here probably. There we go. Yeah. We have no meta progression, so. I should probably actually be first having Arjun. I've been thinking about it. I'm sure it's not a good turn to get Arjun stabbed. For value. I don't think I hate having a Moonlit Glaive. I also don't hate having Cosmic Bolt, but I think we're just going to Moonlit Glaive. Don't think we want any of this. And then we kind of need Pyre Health now. Though we don't have upgrades we don't have upgrade slots on anything aside from like the fairies, like the Lunar Priests and the fairies, which we don't care about that much. If we don't do that, the next one is the Kale Fight, and Kale Fight can absolutely just like completely body us if we miss even one wave, which after seeing that fight I'm kind of worried about. We probably have to go here just for safety. What's our Helvent is the question. Just Helvent Phase Blessing? Or the Starstruck? Probably one of those two. Put health on you. Possibly even put Endless on you. Just ensure that we can keep setting that back up, I guess. Looking for Dualism or Conduit here. I think the Conduit was just a way more expensive Dualism there. Or the Dualism was just a way more expensive Conduit there. Unless we put in equipment on her, but... Alright, now we are duping Phase Blessing good defensively, but I think we just want another Starstruck because dazing is very valuable. Ideally I would have copied that after, and I don't have a choice on this trial because I want to fight Titans. Do we need to play bottom? Yes, because we really want to be able to try and kill stuff here. This is definitely a slightly awkward fight in terms of how things get laid out. You have this. Or we can just win. We can just go fishing and win. That's also an option. Get damage shields down here. Doesn't help a ton. Helps Arjun, doesn't help whoever much. The other option is just like we go in on this guy. I don't think that's super valuable. Like that's only like 75 damage. It's actually exactly 75 damage, which is nothing. Okay, damage here and health here. I love the special attack animation that some of them have. I think this guy does like a lightning strike, which this chick does a lightning strike, which is really cool. Big fan of the silly lightning strike. One of the biggest notes here is like, do you need to get this to 30 attacks so that if one of these ever wanders through alone, we can make sure that it doesn't feed Kale, because feeding Kale is very bad. Stacking attack here. Oh no, I should be stacking attack here. I just said I need to be stacking attack here, and my brain was just like, I don't think I need to do that. Damn. You are a problem. Yeah, because those spikes. So you're just gonna die immediately. I shouldn't even bother playing that. Let's go back into full moon here. Daze Kale. This is kind of what I was talking about when I said, like, we have to avoid things getting worse. We have to deal with this situation. Or this is what I was like. This fight just gets so bad so fast. We play you. This goes up to considerably more damage. And we do, if we do this, it's still not enough, is it? Oh no, it will be. We have to do that. So unfortunately, we're going to take damage here, but like the alternative is literally death. Not literally, but very close. So like this would get 6 more spikes. It would take 2. It would have done 2 hits to the pyre, I think. Yeah, I think it was going to be 2 hits to the pyre. So we're taking like 18, 23. It would have actually been death. It would have been straight up like exact death if we had taken that. I guess it justifies my statement about always just take the whatchamacallit. Are now completely out of Ember here. Fortunately, that's the only thing that's going up. That jerk is going to keep throwing trash in our deck. We're only going to have 1 Ember next turn. We may just die to this. That's very bad. There's nothing we can do about it. It's not going to kill our pyre, but it is going to hurt because it's not going to get to eat again. And you're just going to die. There's all these bad things happening. There's just not much we can do about them. Fight just kind of really got away from us. This is one of those fights where once it gets away from you, there's just no salvaging it, really. No, we just die here. If we let this go up, we're going to have to restart the fight. So we have to avoid getting overrun by those. So what's the answer then? What if we put this here? I don't think I can afford to put the priestess here. To plan to like clear top with spells. I don't think that has a ton of future, but that RNG is still the same. Oh, you know what we can do? Is I can Penumbra Assault that to get more attack morsels. Which I think is possibly even more valuable than whatever. Okay. We're consistently killing the front one, which is nice. But it is actually a little... I say it's nice, but it actually keeps creating this problem where the Cherub is tanking, which is not something that I expect to be a problem, but it has absolutely caused us problems here. We can also get more conduit here. That may actually be worth it, because we get twice as much because of that thing. Keep stacking attack. How did the shield this? Armor that matters to the line. I wanted to use you as well as the thing. It's 34. 37. So we take it to 35. It becomes better. Of course, like, do we play the Moon Pixie or not, basically? Because now this is 36. Moon Pixie would be plus 12, I think. We're only taking 1 damage for playing the Moon Pixie. I think we put the Moon Pixie in front because we want it to die so we can make room for more souls. And we can kill that. Now we're good. Okay, that's much better than where we were at. The other thing is, like, this floor is a lot safer because the Cherub is not in front here. Now we can afford to put this on because we didn't get clogged up by trash. Which the other thing is, like, that's 1 fewer turn that those guys are going off, and that is just such a big deal. thinking I maybe should have played this out on somebody, on you. Maybe we get that out of the deck, and then we play... That gives us just like the +2 attack off of that. I think we're better off doing. This fight is proving. Spike skill is kind of always a nightmare fight, but this is difficult, more difficult than I was expecting. You don't need to play that. I think we play this out, and then do we just save that pyre health? Yeah. Almost being good. If I can pause after this fight to go do some other stuff, to do stuff with friends. Okay. Question is there a reason to hit? We could hit that, and then this doesn't eat anything. And we don't have, like, we've already got these two taken care of. I think we do that. It's next turn a lot cleaner. Just hyper armor this. We're running out of damage shields. Partially because our morsel generation is not good. So could take capacity, I could take draw. I don't know seeing this. I do think the 2-floor setup is kind of where we want to be. I do like that this floor needs like very little monitoring. Just kind of does its thing. I do wish that this bottom floor had any sort of AoE clear though, which we just do not have. The closest we have is that, which we do sometimes get lucky, but sometimes we don't get lucky, and then we're just sad. No point in redrawing that. In redrawing this. Question is, I think we probably win Relentless Bottom. We definitely win Relentless Bottom floor after I Furnace tap. So I do that. Yeah, because we're almost winning, and then I do this, and now we are completely good. Okay, so that time around we didn't take, I think, any damage. Space or draw or Ember. I am kind of short on Ember. I think we just take title turn. I think title turning is actually. We're not fighting corruption. We may not actually need that this run. I don't know the Stardust Invocation. Shroud of My Toes, I feel like this card that's in Monster Arena 1 was always disappointment. I'd like it to work with this Crucible Warden, but I don't know that I can count on it. But I want to. But I don't think I can. But I want to. If we're going to another Merchant Magic, but I don't know that we are. And I want that Pyre. Well, I guess we're not that far down on Pyre health. So as long as we hit this Pyre health, we can go here. But then we have to deal with another Ember, and we're still holding one. Yeah, like the risk is we just like I think we just have too high a chance of like unless I can permafrost it, and I don't love permafrost as an upgrade. I don't want to spend money on that. Just take the Stardust Invocation, and I think that's just an okay just like card to have. And then we do draw or Ember. I think we need draw. It's just because I think we have cards that we just want to be able to see more often. And yeah, we're gonna go here, take the money, go all the way in on this. Just have him be just. We did indeed get permafrost, but like I said, I don't want to spend Ember on it. We could downcost this to 1. I don't know if that actually is the most valuable thing for us. I think this being intrinsic is more valuable. I really want to get a double stack on that. I do like getting a -1 on it though. +2 on the Plinks. We're definitely not getting rid of all of them at least. Alright, remove consume. We have. Spell chaining is like double stacking it basically. I'm not even really joking. I think we just do this to get rid of the Plink. And unfortunately, we burns too much money, so we can't actually clear the Plink that way. So, because of our setup, we just don't actually have any real space for those, and they're just a pain in the butt to play out. I'm just going to finish out the run. I'm just considering pausing. This seems like the way that we lose the run, because our damage is just not going to be good enough. That does leave us basically broke in this final ring, but we're just going to the Merchant of Steel anyway for the Pyre remains, because we have this is just a very low health Pyre, and I don't want to die in the Titan fight. So do we need the space of in between to build? I think we very well might. Those jackasses. Rep. Conduit will count, but oh, we can do this plus. Oh, this has spell chain. We can just do that to kill it. I don't know why I did that down there. I should actually be stacking enough conduit to get to 8 so that I can more easily snipe those jackasses. This ability is now literally useless. By the way, I haven't said anything about it, but it is. It does nothing for us now that we have the equipment chamber. You're a jerk. Actually, how much do we care? A little bit, because we won't have... Boop. So now you're doing that. We just keep stacking here. I don't think it matters which one we stack it on. They should both survive Relentless. Going up is actually... doesn't be a problem. No, because we just do that. Oh no, because we're still one short. Curse you! Yeah, there's no way to hit that. Because we have no damage in hand. Don't want to buff the damage on that because there's a chance that that goes up. And by up I mean to the pyre. I think that does mean though that we can't afford to play this out as much as I would like to. Your turn. That should deal with you though. Probably do that for safety. And we can keep doing this. The other reason I guess to keep doing this up here is that those mage blades. Alright, the morsels also, I forget, up the attack on that. Which is kind of funny. It's a good thing that thing didn't die there, because we could not use the ability last turn. Which is probably a very good reason. Oh, we just have to use the ability this turn. Hoping to hit this so that then I can finish it off. No such luck. Cooldown on that, we are not going to get to use that ability again, so should probably be careful. Obviously it's not a problem if that goes up. You're damage shielding all the hits anyway, so we don't care about that buffing. Get rid of that. You're not dying, which is good. You are dying, which is good because we only barely crossed that threshold. So yeah, it's definitely a very good thing we didn't take Heaven's Seal because like any more health on this and we were oops. Did you finally get to get that out? Because we're not going to use the ability, I think to actually do that. And then see if we win down here. Rex does not have an incant trigger. That'll do it. See if we can get the kill on. Yes, but only by using that. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay. Took only 1 fire damage, which is good. I could take another Moonlit Glaive. I would if we were actually stacking any conduit on the other floor, on the lower floor, but we're not, unfortunately. Any conduit to go with these guys. Well, I mean, like we could put some, but we're probably not gonna have much. And this is not that good if we don't have that. You can see this just to like get us a quick boost, but again, like I don't want to deal with more calcified embers. Just skip. Skip that. Skip that. All right. Yeah, so I do just want to be at full health because I'm worried. Here's the deployment timber. That does kind of technically help our... This gives us even more tankiness on the Shade Guard, which we might need. We have that ability, which... And it does get bigger every turn, but you never know. The other option is that we reroll. Deployment, we don't have... We're playing out everything in deployment anyway, except for like... It was like a train steward was the only thing we weren't deploying. And we got rid of the train steward, so like there's no point in doing this. I think we reroll. I think we do better. Okay, that's interesting. Is the Selene, is that thing a Fey? It totally is. That makes this very good. That's just gonna stack so much conduit. That'll make the Mage Blade way better. This one I think is a little scary. That I think probably gets this one killed. This is also pretty reasonable. But we're just gonna take the phase note. I do think that should go well with what we have. Oh, right. We haven't looked at this, but we literally can't afford. We couldn't have avoided anything. We didn't have any spots for anything, even if we could. Okay, so the setup can be a problem until we get the Mage Blade set up. We are gonna deal with the silenced orcs, but our bottom floor should be fine with that, as long as we just make sure that this guy doesn't die at a bad time. And we just play up top. Yeah. I don't think Seraph does... I think Seraph is like 22 damage. I don't actually know how much damage offhand Seraph is. I should double check. Because I will play as a meat shield if I need to. In Tropic. 35. Okay. No, we are guaranteed access to days. Because it's always full moon on turn 1. And we specifically transit that day. Get behind me safe. No point playing anything down there, really. Kind of to kill that just for minor value, but not quite that mean. We actually just got like 5 conduit there because it's +1 in dualism. It just maybe we do actually want morsels to start stacking that type. Seeing like how badly this gets hit. Nah, it'll be fine. Yeah, I can start damage in. You're just dying. Do that to kill you. We can just get our damage set up here, and then start moon ritualing. We're not actually sure whether we're going to first step at the top or the bottom. Fortunately, they're never back to back. Whatever turns. I guess if we play you here, you're just going to die again. I was happy to silence that. We are going to have to do that. This one only does it to the floor, which is obviously safer. And 2, that. Yeah, you're just gonna die. Fortunately, we only need 3 hits for this floor, and we're going to have to. The main thing is we just can't afford to incant up here too much, or you're gonna cause problems. And the daze does not hurt that, so we just get that killed. Not safe to incant on any floor. To do this anyway. I don't think so. I don't think dazing you is even worth it. This is quite enough. I could actually kill that. I don't know if that's worth much. It's funny. It's off by 1 even here. Obviously off by way more than 1 there. Could just go ahead and get this out. I'm just not sure if I want to do that there or down here. That would mean that we're killing this. That means that future waves go much cleaner. I think we do that. Does mean that you are now in danger, but that's way more dangerous than I thought. We can't use the ability until next turn. Okay, we are alive though, and we will be able to use the ability next turn. So there is not an incant guy on the floor, so we can do that for extra safety. But if we're not dying this turn, we actually are better off not doing that. Oh, fuck. We're not getting that kill. Can't afford to play that, certainly. I may need to restart. I didn't realize we didn't have this kill. We don't die. We do take a ton. This does preclude us from doing the Titan fight. Though. I think I'm going to restart just because I want to do the Titan fight, and I don't want to play out the rest of this fight and then realize how many turns down the line that we've effectively lost the ability to do the Titan fight because we can't do the Titan fight with 30 health. Or we could, but it'd be very difficult. I'm still going to play this out even though it's going to die because we want the Alright, we do have to be in this phase. Days. So I got out to die in front. Be safe. No point in playing these down there. Cannot incant that floor. We do need these. Damage up here. Down there. Choosing when to play this furnace tap is obviously very important. I just chose poorly. That was ultimately what did us in. And I just have to use that. So these ones are safe. I have no way to snipe that. Which I don't have. I had last time I think I had conduit on the floor. This time I do not. We should have gone for that. Focus on getting that out. Honestly, the damage rolls are kind of the most important thing, but yeah, we definitely have already sniped out. Oh no, we drew. That's right, we draw this, and that's how we killed that. It's the question of do we replay this? And the answer is no, because it's just lethal already on the floor. We need to be at 250 next turn. Which, the problem is there's already lethal on the floor. If we play that in front, this still dies. I really need to get this guy bigger though. So either I do that. That may just be the play. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. I think that's probably the play. And then we get this out, I guess, to die. And we can't afford to play that now, so we don't take fire damage. Actually, have I still messed up? Because now we need 3 hits to kill that. We're killing that. We're not killing that, so we're taking still 22. That may actually not be any better. Ugh. I may have fucked up. I think I fucked up. I think I need an extra hit on this floor, is the answer. Although, honestly, if I'm doing that, I need, specifically, I want the endless one on the floor. Well, yeah, because I can kill it later if I need to. You die. We just need any hit on this floor next turn. We don't need to play this now. There's no reason to play that now. Because if we play it next turn, it is much safer. Get that out. Then we pass the turn. Using this jackass. Okay, but now we can't sap. Because if we sap, then it all falls apart. Okay, now we can sap. Oh, because just having a unit on the floor is actually really big. Because it means that now you have the attack we need. Yeah, I think that largely just comes down to I could not afford to. I shouldn't have furnace tapped. Like the furnace tapping just was wrong outright. It was the decision to furnace tap that was a mistake. Damage shield is obviously a nuisance. We aren't killing one of them. We are going to have to do that. I think there's like no way around that. Because we're going to have to place spells up here. It's like, can we afford to kill that and then put damage on other things, or do we have to kill other things? Like, you're just never going to be doing damage. Here's what we do. We copy that. Phasing gives us more spell power. Bottom floor may just be dying, and we may just have to accept that. Or at least just be taking grievous damage. No. We don't have to accept that. We can go donk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Donk. Oh right, you're on the floor, which means we're just perpetually in trouble. Let's do these. This is actually fewer hits. Alright. Daze you a couple times. We actually didn't take that much damage down here. We are unfortunately going to be, it looks like we are going to be rolling the dice. I should actually use the whatever just to recycle again. Like recycling didn't matter, but now we have the phase milk, it does. Because just like active swapping phases does help. Although I say that and then immediately get silenced. Okay. So play that, because like, we're not tapping anything that was actually doing damage. I only needed that to actually hit something. That's really unfortunate. That actually is the perfect breakpoint, because now you are going over. So if we get any damaging morsel out of here, because there's no longer the sap on the floor, and we can take 6 fire, that's fine. Now let's just avoid doing this. Do we even try and... We could furnace tap here. I mean, so at this point we restart so much we may as well see what it does. Just kills one more thing. That's not worth it. Yeah, the problem is like our damage is just slightly too low. If it days you. Still, same result. And yeah, we can't afford to do that because we need to be doing stuff up top. Okay. Yeah, there's no way for us to get the kill at the bottom, which is kind of what I expected. But it does mean that we are absolutely bound to doing stuff up here. Okay, first, for good measure. This is not quite enough. Gets us closer. That means that will kill you, so we're actually good. We're out of damage shields on this guy, that's actually kind of a problem. If I kill you, we lose damage, we don't lose too much damage, and we can get more damage shields. That may actually be important. Because we still kill the floor, but now we have damage shields. And then... yeah, we don't kill this floor, but that's okay. Aha. We do some damage to the floor with the bridge. Would have liked to have cleared out all of the chaff on that floor, but... I can daze you twice. I think we're actually better off just getting damage shields here. But we can do both. Yeah. I can kill this, which saves us a damage shield. I can't get a bonus damage shield from this. I save a damage shield, but we get more damage shields from eating than we get from whatever anyway. So just get those killed. Moment of truth coming up. We got there. Alright. That was a way harder fight than I expected, partially because, like, Blink being Blink combined with the damage shield guys. So I think the last fight should hopefully be easier. We preserved a ton of health, so that we don't have to care about whatever going on a rampage. We'll see. I think we do still play top/bottom. Actually, is that true? No, because there's going to be trash gremlins that we need to make sure we can hit. And it's not like we have to deal with stuff, or it's not the same. So I think we do you, and you. We'll eventually have to redraw that, but we should at least get a couple turns of value. I do like the idea of dazing this guy for the first several turns, so it's just not a problem. Alright, we are taking quite a bit of damage there, but the damage is... we are going to be losing 2 damage shields every turn though, or we will be starting very soon. So, we do absolutely have to play that. We do not have a choice. We need that damage too much. I don't love playing these up. I don't think we have to. Because I think we have to play that. But I think it doesn't block as much damage. Actually, it doesn't block all of the damage, I think. I don't know that we replayed, actually. That was really bad. These guys are rude. That's unfortunate. we didn't get an AoE card, which is a mistake. Do that, which makes life easier. Let's see if putting this out does anything. Just like having another morsel does it. Yeah. Okay, so it is enough to just have a morsel because that will work in the order we want. Also, we can do that, which means... Should we take 3 damage or do we do damage? I think this ends up net saving us more. And unfortunately, we are kind of priced into having to save power health when we can. But also, like, obviously all the armor is very nice. We are 1 more turn left on the Titan. We need him to not, on the Shade Guard rather. Need him to not die this turn. The pact went off. We get you killed. Kind of funny, I found myself in the odd position of kind of wishing I had no points. Still can have cooldown around. And one nice thing is like we do get more health every time this goes off. Because the health goes up every turn. We don't want to incant this for, aside from stuff that's going to do damage outright. Probably just daze you, save some higher health. That's probably the best morsel we can get, and then aside from that I think we just really want all the damage that we can get. That we have to do. We are getting hit through whatever. Kind of funny that does actually save us. Yeah, we just let that floor go up. Yeah, this bonus step hasn't actually been as useful as I was hoping. Or no, we did find... Did we end up playing it last time? I don't remember if we ever even found the turn for it. You get zapped. You get zapped. Which means that we now don't have to deal with the corruption, whatever level that's for. Oh. I should have copied the zap. Very good to get those morsels. Have to do that. I think that is going to be the... Oh no, we don't have like any damage on this. Yeah, we are going to have to play that first up. We have 1 cooldown. Okay. So we don't have to play these anymore because we are absolutely at the point where our problem is going to be the back one. It's going to be entropy. Should have done this in the other order. Heal you, but I'd rather you take the damage so that we can get more off of whatever next turn. I think we do finally do this. What are we drawing next turn? I think we have enough buffer room to do this. Really annoyed when I end up having to restart the entire fight because of that. I have an unfortunate breakpoint there where we didn't actually get any hits on entropy from it, but... Oh, we are going to take... Yeah, this was not the best turn, because we take all of that, but on the other hand... Ooh, that silence comes in at exactly the wrong turn. We are in trouble. Yeah, I don't know that this would have been enough on its own. Just have to kind of go for it and see what happens. A lot of floors obviously not good for us. Phasing is not great for us. Just bring out Because actually, what we need to do Oh, but we do need to be in... No, this is actually correct. So we need to do that. And then we need to do this. Now we are in Moon. Right, that's the whole reason I did this. So now we can stun you. And now we get more damage there. Kill you. Get more morsels for you. We are so close to having those just be one shots. It'd be really nice if we just Oko things. So if we get 2 hits here, it costs us that, but now we get... Okay, I think we should be able to kill next turn. Or at least get close. Wasn't pretty, but we're gonna get there. I think. Yeah, we get there. Okay. Yeah, that was, should not have been that hard. I don't know. I don't know that there was anything educational here. Hopefully there was. It was not clean. It was not pretty. I did not play well. I made so many mistakes. I got punished so hard, and the only reason that I made it through it all was because I save scummed, basically. But, you know, it's another combination cleared. That's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, toodles.